Hey guys, it's Ty. I'm going to do a video on the glamorous teen pregnancy trend that's happening right now. In my graduating class, I think about a third of the girls have had a child since graduation or just before graduation. Um, I find this kind of disturbing actually because many of them, when I had my daughter, kind of came up to me when I brought her to school and stuff and said, "Oh my gosh, I really want to have a baby." So I think that's kind of silly. But yes, more and more of them are having kids now. And I find it very, very sad. I mean, they saw how like cute and cuddly she was and all the cute little things you can do with a baby, but they also saw how difficult it was. And I don't think that got through to them. Nowadays, I think there are YouTube mommies that kind of, a few of them, I'm not going to mention any names, say, "Oh yes, it's okay, I want to have another baby again." That's fine, I guess, but I think you tend to forget just how difficult it is, and you just seem to think that, um, oh, it's going to be fine. I mean, I've got everyone here to help me with this first child that I have. Why not another one? I mean, use your brain. I don't know. Plus, there are, of course, the TV shows. There's Teen Mom and 16 and Pregnant. I started watching those shows after I found out I was pregnant with my daughter by Googling teen pregnancy. That seemed to be one of the things that popped up. I didn't have cable TV. I did have internet, so I started watching those on mtv.ca. And I found them quite interesting, and they scared the crap out of me in a lot of ways. Just seeing the relationships fall apart with parents and with boyfriends and losing friends and all that stuff, and it scared me. And it scares me even still to see the struggles that they go through. I don't know. It's difficult. 1 minute. Sorry about that. Yes, where was I? Oh yeah, it's not that glamorous. As you can see, I can't even make a video without having to do something. And I'm not going to edit that out because it's a reality, and I've realized that editing any interruptions or temper tantrums or fits is going to make people think that they don't exist, and they so do. So I'm just not going to do that. And I'm sorry, bear with me. I'm not trying to punish anybody. I do not know how to edit still, but I just think that some of these things should be seen. Like those shows 16 Pregnant, like you see the magical birth and they play cute music and only show like the beautiful moments. And that's just, those moments, for every one like super great, beautiful moment, there's probably about 10, not horrible, but like 10 moments where reality really hits you. And I think that that's important to see as well. I mean, the first night you get home from the hospital and you're on your own, you don't have the nurses, you don't have the doctors. You're lucky if you have somebody else there to help you. I did not. My mother didn't help me the first night. I cried all night. I was so tired. I was so like in pain, and my daughter would not go to sleep, and I was having a hard time breastfeeding, everything like that, and I was just so overwhelmed, and nobody shows that. Nobody shows the real kind of struggles that you face every single day. And of course, every one beautiful moment completely erases all of the bad that's happened in that day, but it does happen and you do have to deal with it. Yeah, so those shows that show those beautiful moments and some of the drama and all of that, I mean, My life really wasn't that dramatic, but it was very hard, even so. I don't know. It's difficult. I mean, all of those girls on that show have a car. They all have somewhere to live. I mean, I don't have a car, and if it weren't for my boyfriend, I don't think I would have anywhere to live, um, or I would be struggling immensely. It doesn't show that, and it doesn't show the struggle of trying to find daycare and pay for school and all of that stuff. It doesn't. They don't show any of that. I mean, it's really difficult, and I mean, on 16 and Pregnant, they don't show just how expensive everything is. I mean, $20 for a box of diapers. I do believe I saw that on an episode. Diapers for me are over $40 for a box, and that lasts me about a month at the most. Formula, $30 a can, and that was for 1 week. It's really expensive, and they don't mention wipes. For a month's worth of wipes, it's probably about $25 where I live. Who can afford that? And all of these girls work at fast food restaurants and tanning salons. I don't know how they pay for it. Their parents do. I mean, and my mom couldn't afford to do that for me. I'm lucky. My dad bought my crib for me. My mom bought my stroller and car seat and swing. I used every last little cent that I got. We do get something called child tax credit, which is around $400 a month, and that's what I buy my baby stuff with. That's what I always have bought my baby stuff with. I don't buy myself clothes. I don't buy myself expensive things, anything like that. The only thing that I do buy for myself is makeup, and everything that I buy has to be on sale or I can't get it. It's just that way. And I mean, you're lucky if you have parents or a boyfriend or the baby's father, whoever, to help pay for these things. I mean, I live with my boyfriend right now, and I don't pay rent. I don't pay utilities. I do buy groceries, and that's about all that I can really afford to do. I do want to start giving him something, but I don't know just how much I will be able to give. Let's talk about prevention a little bit. For prevention, I mean, if you think you're smart enough to be having sex, you're definitely smart enough to use birth control. There is no way living in Canada or the United States that you have not ever heard of birth control by the time that you're 13 or 14. There's no way. I mean, you'd have to be completely blind and not to see it. There are ads everywhere. There are classes at school that people have to participate in. Your parents, magazines, movies, TV shows. Like, I mean, there's no way you could not have access to any of those things. It's so simple, and putting on a condom is really not that hard. You can get condoms for free anywhere. You can buy them for cheap. You can get birth control at a clinic. I'm on the Evra patch. I think that's what it's called. Evra birth control patch. I'll show you quickly what that looks like. This is my Evra birth control patch. It comes in a little pack like this, and you open it up and you stick it on yourself, and it's birth control. I don't know if I can show you because I can't maneuver, but that's what it looks like. It's on my hip right now, and you move it to different locations. There's really no excuse to not take birth control. If you want to take the pill every day, that's fine. If you can't manage to take a pill every day, you probably shouldn't have sex or try a different form of birth control like the patch, or I was on the shot a couple of months ago, and that was great, and I did not get fat. I did not gain weight, and I'm not gaining weight now. That's no excuse. Eat healthy. Eating healthy in exchange for not having to spend your teenage years raising a baby is so worth it. There's the ring, there's the IUI, or IUI. IUD. Is it Mirena. Anyway, there's implants, there is condoms, spermicides, stuff like that. There's no excuse to not use birth control. Anyway, as for girls who get pregnant on purpose, I don't even know what to say to you. I've had to leave many Facebook groups because there have been girls that have sent in questions on, oh, I'm 17 years old and I want a baby, how do I conceive? And people are actually telling them, go buy ovulation protectors, do this, know your cycle, track your... And I'm just like, what? You're telling... If you don't know how people get pregnant, then you should not be having sex or a baby. And who at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, unmarried, not graduated, not having a good job or anything like that, or anything to offer a baby, what place is it of yours to go get pregnant on purpose? I'm not trying to be judgy, but this is just, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting to the point where everyone needs to have a baby before you're 20 or you don't fit in. I mean, if I could have waited, I would have. I mean, I would have, I don't regret for a moment having my child, but if I had never gotten pregnant, my life would be what a normal 19-year-old should be. I love being a mother. I don't resent or regret my daughter at all. I'm just saying that if you can prevent it and wait until you're stable and ready to have a baby, do it. I mean, wait. Have a car, have a job, be able to decorate a nursery, be married, have someone to share the experience with that actually wants to be a part of it. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, I have absolutely no respect for girls who decide that they want to have a baby young and get pregnant, and not only get pregnant and put this child's life on a out of control spin or an unstable pattern until further notice, but to trap a guy and make him responsible for another life that he did not want to create. Or if he did, I mean, maybe he won't stick around, you don't know. A majority of babies' fathers do not stick into the woman's life or the child's life. So, who wants that? I don't understand. If anyone knows or has purposefully gotten pregnant and it's worked out fine, good for you. That does not mean that you should encourage other girls to get pregnant, because it might not work out for them, and chances are that it won't. I mean, I'm defying all statistics, but I did not want to be in this situation. And you should not want to be in this situation. You should want to have everything ready for a child before the child's here. And at 14 even, 15, 16, 17, 18, you probably don't. And your parents don't want to raise your baby. The guy probably does not want to raise a baby at this point in his life. You're putting your child's life on a not so great track if that's how it's going to be. Sure, you can have a baby on purpose at 15, graduate high school, go to college, get a great job, marry the guy that's the father of your baby, but typically that does not happen. I mean, my pregnancy was unplanned. It was a shock. And I ended up being a single mother for the first 18 months of my daughter's life. And the ugly truth is that that's probably how it's going to end up. And your parents might not even want to help you. You never know. So please prevent pregnancy. It's so simple. And please just think of other people before yourself, because that is the way that it should be. Anyway, sorry for that intense kind of rant about that, but it's just driving me nuts lately, seeing all of these girls, and I know exactly what they're going to go through, and I wouldn't wish that upon these young women at all. As much as I would love to have another baby at this point, it's not going to happen, and I'm making sure that it's not going to happen. I want to have a great experience next time. I don't want it to be a sad or disappointing experience for everyone in my life. I want some excitement, and I want everyone to be happy. Come here. No, mini eggs. Okay. Say hi. She wants chocolate, and she's not having any. So please value yourself, value your boyfriend, value your future children enough to plan and have a stable life before you decide to bring someone else into this world. All right. That was pretty insane. But thank you for listening. Bye.